This week alone, close to 1,100 migrants arrived in Italy, where they'll join more than 100,000 who have entered the country so far this year. Almost all of them are from Africa, and most of them will end up in Sicily, the birthplace of the infamous Cosa Nostra crime syndicate. But the mafia is now sharing territory with the Black Axe, a Nigerian gang that slipped in amongst earlier waves of migrants and established a lucrative drug smuggling and human trafficking network. And many of the new arrivals, without job prospects or means of survival, will fall under the Black Axe's control.
Ballarò Market is a traditional mafia stronghold in the centre of Palermo. It was here in 2015 that members of the Black Axe attempted to recruit and then murder a young migrant called Don Emeka.
They take bottle and block my head, and use axe and cut me. And cut me here with this place, and in my face and my ear.
What kind of things did they want you to do?
To join them and oppress people, fighting and problem, crime, some kind of crime, stealing, something like that, I don't live that kind of life, so that's why I'm scared from them,
The assault on Emeka was a catalyst for Sicilian police to launch an investigation into the Black Axe. Emeka's testimony was central to building their case. The Italian authorities arrested 24 alleged gang members, whose trial begins in the next 2 weeks. Prosecutors are using anti-mafia laws for the first time in Italy's history to convict a foreign mob. What made you want to testify against the Black Axe?
If I don't go there and testify, they're going to do another person. That's why I go to there and testify so that they can't hurt another person again.
Emeka, like thousands of other economic migrants from Africa, arrive in Sicily hoping for better job prospects and security, but it often doesn't materialise. The majority of arrivals are not eligible for asylum and often end up living in makeshift camps, like this one outside of Palermo, trying to pick up temporary farm work for less than $17 a day. You want to have a proper job, you want to work legally.
Exactly.
Even though it's maybe more money sometimes, or...
More money is not important on it. It is illegal to work that kind of work, so I hate it. I hate it in my life. I don't like illegal work at all.
With few options to make a living, migrants are an easy target for Black Axe recruiters. And those who do get sucked in and are forced to become drug runners or sex workers live in fear of reprisals or deportation.
Sembrerebbe quella nigeriana più violenta. È violenta nei confronti delle ragazze soprattutto perché le costringe a prostituirsi, è violenta nei confronti delle ragazze che vogliono uscire fuori.
Father Enzo is a priest in Ballarò who spent years rehabilitating Italian criminals. Now, though, he works mostly with migrants involved in the sex and drug trade. Enzo says that while he sees the power and reach of foreign gangs growing, the mafia is still very much in charge here.
Ma c'è un'altra violenza che è quella dell'omertà, quella del silenzio, quello di non cambiare le cose, quello di controllare il territorio, che questo lo fa Cosa Nostra e continua ad essere molto presente nel territorio palermitano.
Vice News has obtained undercover police surveillance footage of two Cosa Nostra mafia bosses, Giovanni and Giuseppe Di Giacomo, debating how to control the Black Axe working in their territory. Giovanni is currently serving a life sentence. Giuseppe was gunned down and killed in Palermo not long after this recording. For now, the mafia is maintaining its dominance over the Black Axe by controlling the territory and supply chain around Ballarò, forcing the gang to rent brothel space and sell drugs for them. It's a lucrative arrangement that Italian police are still investigating. So we're driving through the streets of Palermo with an undercover cop. He's going to be taking us to the areas where the Black Axe and where the mafia both operate.
Vedo un aumento di loro come persone, sì, stiamo cercando sempre più di conoscerli, un po' come è successo con la mafia negli anni '80 quando si conosceva poco.
I mean, how dangerous is it for you to be driving the streets, showing us around?
Devo dire che con i nigeriani avverto più pericolo rispetto che con i siciliani, perché hanno una percezione del valore della vita molto inferiore rispetto agli italiani. Guarda.
Drug deals like this one we witnessed are the norm in this gang dynamic. The new recruits of the Black Axe selling in an area controlled by the mafia.
Fatto.
Benjamin, which is not his real name, was one of those recruits, selling drugs for the Black Axe. He saw firsthand the relationship between the mafia and his bosses.
Something that will bring those two groups together is when they have something about drugs between them, or you get shop in that area. You have to pay tax. You have to
pay the mafia,
yes,
basically.
you have to pay every week. They have to come and collect their money, and they get a special money for every month. If you don't pay, they have nothing to do with you, but by the end of the day, you see your shop empty. If you are Nigerian broadcast, you go there, then you fuck up, they will beat you.
Italian police have started working with Nigerian authorities to crack down on the Black Axe in Sicily. But the migrant crisis isn't going away, and the Black Axe and mafia continue to have a steady supply of vulnerable people they can exploit.
The reason why I involved myself in drugs is because I was not having a job. I was living on the road, and I was working with those who used to do drugs. It's not a lot of money, but I was able to live as a normal person.